Hello Sabercats, welcome to Etched News, Fossil Ridge High School's outlet for news, entertainment, sports, and weather. I'm Bailey Gannett.
And I'm Vicky Bonema.
Now to start off your broadcast, we roll over to Logan Spieler for sports.
Hey Fossil, the girls basketball team went 2-0 in their first two playoff games earlier this week. They also played last night, but unfortunately, this broadcast was recorded yesterday morning and I don't have the scores yet. In other news, the boys basketball team also went 2-0 this week with wins over Mullen and Legend. They played tonight at the Denver Coliseum. Back to you guys.
Alpha Theta is hosting a Pi Day 5K on March 29th. Here's Sierra Lear and Becca Macaluso on more about the event.
The PSD Pi Day Fun Run is a charity 5K that is put on by the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Societies of all four PSD high schools. This is a fun run so you can walk, run, crawl, or do whatever it is that you do to get across that finish line.
All the proceeds from this fun run are going towards the Wayne Bromley Scholarship. Wayne Bromley was a very well-respected math teacher here at Poudre School District. After he passed away, they actually made a scholarship in his name to go to seniors who are interested in becoming math teachers.
All right, this year, the race will be held here at Fossil Saturday, March 29th, starting at 9 a.m. You can register online and it'll cost $12 per student, $15 for adults. Since this is a competition between all four PSD high schools, we'd really like to see Sabercats come out on top on our home turf.
To register for the race, you should go to active.com and type in keywords Pi Day and our race should come up. Otherwise, we have posters all over the school telling you the same information. So, if you're interested in fun or supporting a great scholarship, please register for the first ever PSD Pi Day Fun Run.
See you there, cats.
Thanks Sierra Lear and Becca Macaluso. Student council elections are today, so make sure to vote. Remember Fossil, they plan all of our school's events. Here's Sophie Lafayette and Lindsay Foyer with why student elections matter.
Hi guys, I'm Sophie. So as you guys know, we're voting for next year's student council. What you may not know though is what student council really does. So we obviously plan the events like Homecoming, Peach Fuzz, and Wednesday Night Live. But what you may not know is that we also plan a lot of community service events. We do Trick or Treat Street, Middle School Leadership Day, and Wish Week, which is actually coming up really soon. Therefore, the people you vote for student council are not only going to have an effect on the school, but also the community. So who you're voting for is going to be really important.
When voting for student council, keep in mind that these people will be representing Fossil for the next year. Junior class officers plan prom, and senior class officers plan graduation. So it is very important that you vote for people that are qualified and will represent your voice very well. Back to you guys.
Hey Fossil, TCAP week is next week. Make sure you get lots of sleep the night before. Ever wonder why you have to take TCAPs? Bailey Gannett answers that question and more with this week's Sabercat Prowl.
This week's Sabercat Prowl question is regarding whether or not it's important to try hard on TCAPs.
It's important to try on the TCAPs because the better performance you do, the more money the school gets. That's what I think I've heard from everyone.
It's important to try on TCAPs because it helps you prepare for standardized tests like the ACT and the SAT.
I think it's important to try on TCAPs because the scores stay with you, and it's not so much about the scores but just like the feeling afterwards. Like if you tried, then you have like really good feeling afterwards, but if you didn't, you kind of have like that lingering negativity. So it's always good to try.
I think it's important to do your best on TCAP for a number of reasons. First of all, it does become part of the body of evidence about how good a student has done throughout their academic career. Second, I think as every student knows, the schools are evaluated based on TCAP scores.
I think TCAPs are important because it really gives you the testing experience you'll need for the ACT junior year and SAT if you want to take that. And it really gets you into that testing environment.
Honestly, I think it just prepares you for other tests that you're going to be taking, whether you're junior, senior, even a sophomore.
So why do well on TCAPs? First of all, the test scores from TCAPs do show up on a student's transcript, so it's right out there in public for everyone to see, and we know if you tried or not. Second of all, we use that data as a school to help our school grow and look at the overall performance of our student body and identify weaknesses and strengths so we can allocate resources to be better educators. Also, we use that data for students to help determine course placement and interventions and things like that. So it's very important to try. It's a totally legit test.
Also, what are some study tactics that students use to study for tests?
Other than the study material that my teachers give us, sometimes I don't know if they ever did. I never really studied for TCAPs. I don't really know how you can unless your teachers give you some material ahead of time.
Ways that I study are flashcards. Flashcards are really helpful to study, and I think it's most important that you make sure you get a good night's sleep and you eat a good breakfast.
When I do study, which is not often, I just cram the night before, but usually I don't study at all.
I like to do verbal review, and so I just study with one of my parents and do that, and I always make sure to fill out study guides and to look online if I get the chance.
Well, most of the time I either go and review stuff with my dad, or I go and look online, or just go through old papers from teachers.
Speaking of tests, your deadline to sign up for AP test is March 15th. Make sure to sign up. Now here's Thomas Muelling with your weekly weather update.
Oh, hey Fossil, I didn't see you there. I'm going to give you the scoop on the weather this week. So on Friday, it's going to be a high of 45 and a low of 26. On Saturday, it's going to be a high of 47 and a low of 27. And on Sunday, it's going to be a high of 61 and a low of 35. That is shorts weather, Fossil. Monday, it's going to be a high of 59 and a low of 34 over there. And that is also shorts weather. And on Tuesday, it's going to be a high of 50 and a low of 29. That's getting a little colder. Wednesday, it's getting even colder. High of 36, low of 24. That's like Capri weather. And on Thursday, it's going to be a high of 49 and a low of 28. Back to you.
That's all for today, Sabercats. For more news, entertainment, sports, and more, go to eistone.org. I'm Bailey Gannett.
And I'm Vicki Bonema. Thanks for watching Etched in Stone News.